The number of times you have to laugh watching this movie by Ruth Kadiri, it's really countless. Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Movies. My name is Lydia. I'm reviewing Ruth Kadiri's latest movie. On here, we review movies that are very nice. If you are new to the channel, please do well to subscribe. So the movie is comedy. After her recent release called Better Half, and the number of support, the number of love, how the movie trended, she promised to always give us the best, and she gave us this comedy. So now let's get started. The movie is about a very lovely couple, dating couple who understand each other, who love each other. They love each other. When I say love each other, it's not about flaunting gifts. It's not about, like, you understand. It's the little you have, the respect you give, and all that. That makes a relationship works. And Ruth was in a perfect relationship. Her name here was Stella. She was in a perfect relationship, just that it wasn't financially, good. But then she was happy, she was loved, she was respected, and all that. But then in this Nigerian economy, and in fact in my country as well, everyone wants to Japa. Everyone wants to leave. When you get the opportunity to leave, you have to leave without even telling anyone. And sometimes you can be so determined to leave that you may end up making wrong decisions, very impromptu decisions, and decisions that may cost you so much. So Ruth and her boyfriend, or Stella and the boyfriend, decided to leave. If our neighbor has left to the UK, why don't we also leave? After all, what at all is involved that we cannot leave? So Ruth and the boyfriend, they decided to leave. But then prior to that, the movie tells us that the boyfriend doesn't have so much, but then he really tries. Like, he really, really tries. And on the other hand, Ruth is also her own businesswoman. Like, she's doing something on her own. She's a fashion designer or a seamstress. So at least she supports herself small. Yeah, you didn't have it all, but then you have enough to take care of yourself, to feed yourself, and maybe send small to family and all that. Before the Japa idea came into mind. So before that Japa idea came to mind, they were all okay. I feel like they were living a perfect couple life until they started envying their neighbor who just traveled to the UK. So they decided to make preparations to also leave. When you want to travel to the UK, you have to be sure you are ready. Especially, you have to be sure financially. Like, if you want to really escape from your country, Japa from your country to another country, you need to make sure you're financially stable. You have to be financially stable. Because first of all, if you're going for the visa, they will really need your bank statement. Are you sure you can take care of yourself financially? Who are you going to stay with when you go to the UK or US or wherever you want to travel to? If you are going to work, have you been given working permits? Like, it's a whole stress on its own. No. People don't just get up and then go to the UK just like that. So if anybody is wanting to or wants to go to the UK and thinks that it's an easy journey, you just get that, buy your plane ticket, get your passport, get your visa and go. It's not like that. And even if it's that simple, the money that you are going to pay to get it simple is no joke. So yes, Ruth on the other hand, and the boyfriend on the other hand, they have no money. So what is, like, pay this and pay that? Like, I think they were not expecting it to be very expensive. Because if my neighbor, who we live on the same compound with, and we are not living in an estate, we are living in a normal Nigerian compound, has been able to travel when she wasn't having any extravagant money, has been able to travel, then why can't I also do same? So that was when envy and jealousy came in, or I don't know if I should call it determination. You also want to, seek better life elsewhere. So they decided to start the whole process, and that is what the comedy and all that. It's actually an enjoying movie. They decided to start the whole process. And one thing about this is, when you're not careful, you will be duped. Like, you will be duped. And the UK thing you want to go will just vanish from your eyes. That's the thing. It will just vanish from your eyes within 2 seconds after you have been duped. So then, yes, there are always people who want to take money from you and do you promise to give you something that they will not be able to give based on your ignorance. based on your ignorance. I always say that scammers are able to scam us because we are ignorant. But once we are not ignorant, their power just stops there. So based on your ignorance is up to the people, or that is when they have power against you based on your ignorance. So they went there, they discussed this, let's say husband and wife, Stella, they've been told to learn their language a bit. As far as I know, when you're traveling, especially to an English-speaking country, you need to be at least a bit fluent in English, even if it is basic, so that you can help yourself when you get there. You don't have to go there and go and hire a translator to be teaching you English. But that you don't need to have an American accent, or you don't need to have a foreign accent, a British accent, before you can go there. You just need to know the basic English. Maybe you be an adequate speaker. So they went to see the UK man, the one who is going to help them travel Japa to the US. And the money he is asking for or more, if you go to the US embassy, I'm not sure they're going to take you this much. So that is the fear that we all get. Instead of going to the direct source, like going to the main source to find information, to find all the knowledge we need, we want to use shortcuts. And shortcuts, because people know that people don't like to use long cuts, they are always there to dupe. Because if you should go to the US embassy, you think you are not good enough to approach them, but you realize that you just need to be confident. You really just need to be confident. So Ruth and the husband, but sometimes if you want to go to the UK, your money is not ready. You postpone your dream, like we all do it. I want to get something, my money is not ready. It doesn't look like my money will be ready now. I just postpone my dream. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to get it. I'll get it in the future. So what Ruth was supposed to do was, she was supposed to have just postponed the UK dream to maybe a year or two later, be able to save some money, do research, like get all her things intact. Because people who travel to the UK, they may be planning to travel to the UK for over 5 or even 10 years now, and they were making preparations. You don't just get up out of the blue 1 week to leave the country to UK. Hey, it's not like that though. So I think that this movie really taught us a lesson that we should be content with what we have. We should appreciate the people who are always there for us. We should appreciate the people who respect us rather than going to seek better life elsewhere. And that better life that we want to seek is not even guaranteed. It's not even guaranteed. It could be that people are just flaunting something different on social media that is telling a different story, thinking that they are living a very comfortable life. But you go there and people are really displaced, people are homeless and all that. So we should really do our homework well before deciding to travel. Now, fast forward, Ruth and the boyfriend had to break up because Ruth saw that, this boyfriend's dream is not aligned to mine. Like, I want to be rich, I want to relocate to the US. But then it's like he has forgotten about it because his money is not enough. So now what does Ruth do? Ruth just gets someone else who will let it be quick. We should really be careful about getting things quickly. If you are succeeding too quickly, you should just start checking yourself. There could be something wrong. Your success should be a slow progress. It should be step by step. And that is how come it's able to last long for you. Ruth gets someone in the picture, breaks up, thinks that, okay, I've seen a better person, I've been blessed, an angel has been sent my way. Not knowing it was something else. Not knowing, like, if we really know the motive people have for us, we'll really be careful. We'll really, really be careful. I learned so much from this movie, even though it's comedy. I think that it told us that we should be content with what we have. We should do better research before finalizing anything. We shouldn't really trust people so much because people have different objectives as to why they get in touch with us or as to why they become friends with us. And also, we should respect ourselves. Like we should struggle in our country and we can make it. My name is Lydia once again. How did you like this movie, Sapa meets Japa? I think I really enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the video or the movie, and also please comment below and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be here again. Till next time. Bye.